We're doing one of my favourite things ever in the world, because we've never done this. Ranking top 10 Premier League strikers.
Oh, yes.
Currently.
Brackets currently, because
Currently.
we always have a misaligned view of what this actually means.
And we are putting some extra blurred lines in.
Yeah, go on.
Like, you're allowed, like, a little injury.
But not long-term.
But not a long-term injury.
AKA, Theo means
Solanke
could be involved, but Haaland probably shouldn't be because he's not fit enough to ever play.
But Solanke might actually play...
Haaland would be in the top 10 anyways.
Yeah,
he would be if he wouldn't.
Solanke actually might play at the weekend. You
really don't think Haaland's in the top 10?
What's he done to earn that?
I'm looking at this. Lukaku's in the Prem now as well.
No, he's not.
Yeah. No, he's gone, actually, yeah.
Time for Napoli.
He's Napoli.
What's Haaland done to earn a top 10 striker place in the league?
He's good enough to be top 10.
No, but what's he done?
Number
Is it the
9,
price tag and the fact that he's at Man United?
not
what's
price
he
tag.
done?
Just visually how he plays. I think he's a good footballer. I just don't think he's
scored.
fit. Well, he's fit. He was one of the top goal scorers for the Champions League group stage games 2 years ago.
Come on, who were they playing?
Yeah, so was Marouane Chamakh.
I want about Premier League here. With Premier League. That's Champions League.
He bullied one of the best centre-backs in the Prem.
He doesn't score goals.
Well, should we, as Chris obviously knows all about football.
You have a United agenda, though, so
do you want to do a top 10 list first?
Yes, I suppose I can. Should we start at the top?
At 10.
From the top?
From the bottom.
From the top's a little bit too easy, I think.
From the bottom, I'd say it's harder, though, because I don't know.
Exactly.
Of course, yeah, that's why
we gave you the list 2 hours ago.
You're throwing me under the bus here. I don't think Kobbie Mainoo makes the list. I'm going to go with...
Who's 10?
He doesn't know 10 strikers.
What, are you on FPL attackers?
Callum Wilson.
Fucking hell. God.
What's wrong with that?
He's not top 10, is he?
Fuck off.
Is he injured?
He's not top 10. He's not
He's
played
a little
a
bit
single
injured.
fucking minute for about half a season.
Let's not
he's a
knock
bit
him. Let's
injured,
not
but
knock
he's
him. He's
alright.
trying.
That's why I don't want to start at the... But no,
How long till he's back?
A few months.
Do you think Wilson's better than Haaland?
Yes, I think it's crazy that that's a question.
Currently, is he better than Haaland?
No, that's a stupid opinion.
If Wilson is playing right now, how Wilson? You do realise Wilson's conversion rate is fantastic.
Yeah, but that would imply that you.
I'm not at all.
That would imply if you did a list, Chris Wood should be in the top 3 for you. If we're doing actual.
Chris Wood's a great striker.
Yeah, but he's not top 10.
No, consistently. Chris Wood's a jokey one for that last season, but Wilson's consistently been a very strong, very clever, a great finisher, and a solid top 10 Premier League striker for the last 5
minutes
seasons.
He plays every season, yeah.
He's been brilliant.
The last 5 seasons.
He's brilliant. He'll always grab you a goal.
But I would say Haaland would score more goals in the teams that Wilson's
That's
played.
not reliability, though, if you can always grab you a goal.
He has scored quite a lot of goals.
3 times off the bench in a year.
So Callum Wilson at 10, who's really injured. Number 9.
Started well, mate, to be honest.
God. Fuck. I would go with... Maybe we're looking at...
Fucking hell, what a stall.
Jackson?
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, number 9.
I think in that region, that's fair.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I would probably put Darwin Núñez around there as well.
8, Darwin Núñez at 8, okay.
Something like that.
Come on.
I've got issues with that, but carry on.
Wilson, who do you go? Wilson.
He said Wilson, Jackson, Núñez.
Does Alvarez still play for City?
Do you know what? You've named 3 players in this episode who have left the club. You've said Tony, Lukaku, and Alvarez.
That is actually probably one of the
Honestly, I'm actually so similar to Ben.
Welcome to the fucking show.
I'm basically the Ben White of YouTube. I'm just fantastic at football, but don't actually watch much of it.
He went to Atletico Madrid for 80+ million.
Oh yeah.
Dude, go on at FPL attackers, and
he's still on the FPL attackers. That's why.
Oh, that's what he's already on.
That's why.
FPL attackers.
Ivan Toney.
He's got 0 points then in that case.
Ivan Toney in the league still.
Who else, Mike?
Okay, so far you got
Solanke maybe next. I'd say
7.
Sorry, so you got Wilson, who's at 9?
Jackson,
Núñez, Alvarez,
Solanke. And then Solanke. That's 10 to 5. You got your top 5 now.
This is interesting because top 5 is where people want to hear.
Yeah.
This is where people are interested. Your top 5 Premier League strikers right now.
Wait, this is top 5?
We did 10 to 6,
5.
so you got 5 left.
Well, who was the other one?
You said
Alvarez.
Well, Alvarez doesn't fucking count.
No.
You're not counting Alvarez.
You said it.
I didn't look at Alvarez. I said, does Alvarez play anymore? I didn't say my choice is
Wilson,
Alvarez.
Jackson, Nunes, Alvarez, and Solanke.
Respectfully, Oliver, get fucked. I'm not putting Alvarez in there.
I'll let you take out Alvarez. You got one more.
Yeah, thank you.
Now let me do the TikTok. Alvarez is in.
No, it's not Alvarez. Alvarez is not that. I'm replacing Alvarez with Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus fucking hell.
Yo, this list is poo-poo.
What? Right. Then after
top 5, come on,
Gabriel Jesus,
This might be the worst list I've ever heard on this
so
show.
excited to see how he makes the list then.
Currently the best striker in the Premier League.
Haaland.
Fucking he's injured.
Fucking hell.
He's injured.
This is gonna be.
This isn't.
We could, do you know what? We could say whatever we want.
3 out of your 6 are all injured. And we're letting off flank.
What up is Haaland?
No,
like the fourth best striker in the league.
No, that would be 5th, but that's too high.
You've sent it now. Haaland's in.
No, you've said it. He's in.
I
You
haven't
just
said it. If I mention the name of a player, then that instantly locks him in at top 4 in the Premier League.
No, it does.
No, Alvarez is not there. That was my 6th.
Yeah, we got rid of Alvarez for Gabriel Jesus.
So Haaland is currently.
No, switch Haaland and Jesus round. So Jesus is 6th or 5th.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, then we are. Wow, it's the heavy hitters now, guys. Wowzers. Who have I forgotten here?
Quite a lot, I would say.
Chris Wood, obviously.
Chris Wood's not any. Okay.
Whoa!
We need
Callum Wilson.
We need your current top 4 Premier League strikers.
How many have I got? 4.
You've got 6. You've got 4 left. Yeah.
5. I feel like it's.
No, you've got 4 left.
All right. Number 4 is Kai Havertz.
Hell yeah, baby. Yeah, I like
Damn,
it.
Daniel.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Currently, he is up there.
Number 3 is going to be Isak.
Oh my God! He's put him 3rd.
Number 2, Watkins. Number 1, Haaland.
Fuck off!
I don't mind it, mate.
I don't mind
it. What do you mean you don't mind it?
Great list, mate. Great list.
Wait, so let me just read it back to you, Chris. So your current top 10 Premier League strikers starting at 10 are as follows. Callum Wilson. Nicholas Jackson. Darwin Núñez. Haaland. Solanke. Jesus. Havertz. Isak. Watkins and Haaland.
Yeah, I'm actually fine with that. Yes,
class list that.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at his face.
What? He's in the top 3, mate.
You put Watkins ahead of them.
Havertz going to be the head of him.
you got fucking.
You got 2 Newcastle players in the top 10.
That's very good.
You should be pleased.
That is crazy.
Right.
You got 2 long-term injuries in there.
Well,
this is the real.
Alvarez should have stayed.
At least Alvarez.
You're lucky that Alvarez got taken out.
Yeah. If he didn't go to Atletico Madrid for like 82 million, he probably would be in the top 10.
Actually, he definitely would be there.
Yeah, that's true. This is the actual top 10.
Thierry Henry.
Based off this season and their history. So current.
Yeah, a mixture.
Number 10, João Pedro.
He's like, I forgot about him.
I don't think above Wilson, personally.
I don't think he should be in top 10.
Okay, well,
currently he's not. You honestly think currently he's not better than Callum Wilson, no?
No. Of course he isn't.
No. Not as a striker.
One of the most informed players in the Premier League right now.
Well, how informed are you talking? 3 games?
No, even the back end of last season he was pretty good.
Mate, João Pedro is better
than was Callum Wilson when he played.
Not as a striker, no.
Mate.
Okay.
I would take Callum Wilson
easily
over João Pedro.
It's not even. It's disrespectful to Wilson.
Callum Wilson doesn't even get in ahead of Danny Welbeck in Brighton's team.
This is just disrespectful.
He doesn't.
That's crazy.
How long is Callum Wilson out injured?
Just a few
4
months.
years.
Couple of months. It's just a little knock, man. He's coming back.
He's
all right. Go on.
Expected mid-September. Yeah, so he hasn't played football this season.
There you go.
But
it's just a little
better
knock.
Than
you
allowed
Solanke.
Yeah, because Solanke's literally playing at the weekend and he's played this season.
Yeah. Has he scored?
Right.
So he scored the same amount of goals as Wilson this season.
He got 19
No, because that's your logic.
He got 19 for Bournemouth last year. That's fucking unreal.
So going off last year's stats for Solanke, but not last year's stats for Wilson. That seems a bit unfair.
Saying you have to include a mixture of everything.
I literally prefaced it with history.
Yeah.
I'm talking to him more because his logic. You're staying like consistent. Your logic is changing from Solanke to Wilson.
How is it?
You put Solanke's allowed in the list because he's played the season, yet he's scored 0 goals and he's played one game.
Lewis, but I'm done the same list as Reeve, and we've included last year, this year, everything. A culmination.
Okay, so Wilson can be in.
Isak's only got 1, mate. So let's not like fucking.
So Wilson, that's not my logic.
All right,
Wilson is currently not in the top 10 strikers in the Premier League.
No, Theo, that opinion is so wanky.
But we all agree that he's actually unanimously top 3. I would say across the board, potentially. I don't know what other people's lists are. Isak.
Minimum top 2.
But yeah, but he said 3rd, so top 3 across the board is what I'm saying, and yet he's only got 1 goal. So the logic.
I'm not saying that's my logic. So I'm just using that as an example to say why Wilson shouldn't be there.
How long has Wilson been out?
A long while.
What? He hasn't started? No, he hasn't.
Is he alive?
Yeah,
Does anyone know?
Is he alive?
Yes.
He played 20 games last season.
So half the season then.
So Solanke
He
scored
played 20
one less
games.
goal than Wilson played games.
Do you know what's interesting, right?
No, here's a question. He played 20 games. How many did he start?
20 games, he scored 9 goals. Haaland played 31 games, scored 10 goals. But somehow it's crazy to think that Wilson's better than Haaland, even though in 11 more games, in a better team at Man United, he's only scored 1 fucking more goal.
He's digging you out, actually. I've just realised what's happening.
No, I'd use for Haaland even been in.
I didn't say he's in.
So you got João Pedro.
João Pedro, on the basis of the fact that he's actually genuinely starting to perform pretty well now. Kai Havertz in at number 9.
I don't know.
I
think that's really
That's
high.
crazy.
I don't think he's higher for.
I think currently he is.
He's on good form at the moment.
Mate, he's doing.
Yeah, he's got to be higher than
but
that.
this is what I just said. It's history plus current form. And he's playing well now.
I think that's really harsh.
He'll keep getting better.
it's not
if
on,
he keeps
mate.
getting better.
I think it's really harsh for that, man.
Yeah, I don't like that,
fine.
mate. Yeah.
Number 8, Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 7, Matthias Cunha, Wolves.
Oh, I forgot about Cunha. That's not bad.
He hasn't had a great start to the season though.
He was injured first.
Yeah. Also, is he 7? That's a stupid opinion. Really.
I think 7's quite. I think having him above.
Cunha is genuinely one of the better players.
No, I don't disagree with you, but 7th above Nicholas Jackson, Havertz, and João Pedro is kind of.
Yeah, above Havertz is that is. I'll
he
say
is
it,
better.
mate.
I'd have him at Arsenal as a number 9 over Kai Havertz.
Right.
I think that's fair.
All right, mate.
We would.
Are we playing a game where everyone says something stupid now? Are we?
Number 6, Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Fuck off. Number
hell.
6. That's stupid.
Right.
No, that's just purple. He's having his Almiron phase, but let's not be silly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him 6.
Having his Almiron face, that's discredit to him, mate.
Jesus better be your next answer.
He's not even in the list.
What? How can Jesus not be?
He's a shit number 9.
Mateta's very good at.
That is mental.
Mateta is a goal scorer, and that's what you want from your number 9. That's exactly why people's
I wouldn't put him 6 though.
No, yeah, I think he's
I
think
the current crop of number 9s is a bit shit. That's all, and I think he's one of the better.
Can't believe I'm
number 9s
about to walk away with such a W again.
You're not.
Number
him and their link up is crazy. It is really cool to watch. But
Also,
number 6,
Mateta does have aura with his tucked-in shirt.
exactly.
yes, that is so
plus
true.
10.
Actually,
Plus 10 aura. Number 5, Diogo Jota. I think if he stays at number 9,
well, he wasn't as a forward on FPL, so I didn't think about
Plays
him.
up front.
he plays number 9 for Liverpool.
Well, you told me to look on FPL.
No, he was dick.
I told you to look because I thought you were struggling with strikers,
Right,
but you were already on it.
We'll swap Julian Alvarez for Diogo Jota then in my list.
No.
I think
Jota obviously would have been
he's
in
got
there.
potential to be up in the top 3 if he actually keeps his game time at Liverpool.
agree.
As a finisher, he's unreal.
Agree.
Number 4, Dominic Solanke, obviously with the injuries and stuff, etc.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get 20 goals at Spurs if he stays fit. 3rd, Ollie Watkins. First and second pick themselves. Second, Isak, and then first, Erling Braut Haaland.
Yeah. It's funny.
debate.
I think the Watkins and Solanke are very.
But they both got 19 goals last year.
Yeah.
Watkins
Got a
didn't
big
have
name.
penalties, did he? So.
Watkins obviously started quite slow, so I've been attacked.
But that's
harsh
injury
to him.
though, isn't it?
No, I
That's
know, and
like-
just fatigue as well. But I've been attacked harsh to him, I think, in where I've put him.
No Hoyland in there.
No.
Interestingly,
Not
be in the
currently.
top 15.
Currently.
It's got to be
Currently.
based
I
off.
think he's been quite good when I've seen him play for United. But
What, this season?
well, he's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, currently, okay, you can't be in the conversation for best YouTube footballer then.
That is a good point.
I literally.
But I am just going out and saying I preface this both off current form and
Yeah, you should mix it
history.
in. Mix it in.
I think we're going off total history. Haaland is probably easily top 10 player, but he's just not doing anything at the moment. So I had to.
I've done exactly the
What
same.
about Mbermo?
Funny you say that,
We
Chris.
mentioned this.
Funny you
But
say.
I wasn't sure if he's,
Number 10.
I don't think he's a number 9 though, because Wissa plays number 9. He plays right wing.
But
It's like when you go to the loo in Liverpool Street and they have like the jungle animals playing. You just say,
number 10 for me, Mbeumo. When he plays up front, he's deadly. I know he plays slightly off the right, but
Mbermo.
I wouldn't mind him or Vissa at number 10. I'm happy with either.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't think that's awful.
I'm going Mbeumo. He's fucking. I saw a tweet about him. I said, if he had.
Weren't
like,
we linked with him? Weren't Arsenal interested?
Yeah, we
in
were.
getting
We were
him?
interested in him.
But did you see the tweet? Like, if he had like long
Taking him.
hair or something like that, and he's called
His
like
aura,
Mbeumo
yeah.
because he's bald.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a big beard. He's quality.
Yeah, he's a good footballer.
I saw someone saying that he looks a bit too much like 21-22 Lacazette.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. And Bremo number 10, number 9, Mateta.
I agree with this so far.
Number 8, Nicholas Jackson. Okay. It's mad that he's creeping up on my list every time I do it. It's kind of crazy.
I think Mateta's better than him, though. I'm not trying to pick.
Yeah,
the 9 and 8 is pretty similar. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. But you just said one's better than the other one.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. If I'd put Jackson 9 and Mateta 8, I wouldn't argue against it either. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, neither would I, because that's the order I think it should be.
Yeah, cool. Moving on. Sembremo, Mateta, Jackson. 7, João Pedro. 6, Diogo Jota. 5, Ollie Watkins.
What?
5?
The fuck?
Yeah, currently I'm based on I'm doing both. 4, Kai Havertz.
No, mate, that can't be right then, because João Pedro should be 3rd then.
No, but I've done a mixture of everything.
So which one are you doing? You're just changing it depending on which player.
Currently a mixture of everything.
No, but currently Mbeumo's a right winger.
Currently,
but if it's currently a mix of everything, surely Watkins gets massive bonus points and should be boosted up.
He's fucking top 5 strikers in the league, mate.
No, he should be 2nd or 3rd, mate.
Yeah, it's definitely
Havertz 4th.
Okay.
Solanke 3rd. Isak Haaland.
No, you can't have.
Whoa! Hang on. How have you got Solanke 2 places above Watkins?
Yeah,
they've done the exact same. They both got 19 goals last year, and they both started really slowly. So how's one contributed better?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm excited for this.
I think this season Solanke will outperform Watkins.
That's not
question.
what the game is. That's not remotely close to what we're saying
I also think in the minimal minutes Solanke had, he was looking better, and I think
because he plays up front for Ange's Spurs, so he's going to get loads of chances. That doesn't make him a better footballer. He should have had a hat-trick against Leicester. He got 0 goals.
It's funny. Should we look back at both your lists then, shall we?
Yeah, I'd happily debate every single one of my positions. Ollie Watkins cannot be lower than 3rd.
Yeah, agreed.
He can't be, mate. Come on.
Well, I have.
You were bigging this list up so much before the podcast as well.
Yeah,
I think
even on the podcast you were just saying the W I'm going to say.
Tom, the biggest Villa hater, would be like, all right, fine.
I honestly think
you're wrong here.
I could swap Watkins and Havertz and put
Havertz is not a better number 9 than Ollie Watkins.
No.
To a degree where you know that if Arsenal bought Ollie Watkins, he would play ahead of Kai Havertz every single game.
But I've taken into consideration last season and how they're performing now.
I'm well aware of that, but that also...
And right now, Kai Havertz is one of the most informed strikers in the league.
No, but you can't be putting Solanke above him by that lot. You can have Havertz, but not Solanke.
Yeah, but I am, because...
But why is...
I suppose that wins the argument then.
Why is Solanke above Havertz, but Watkins isn't? Because they've done the exact same thing.
In hindsight, then...
From the back end of last season.
In hindsight, I would go...
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And he's realised there is actually no reason.
In hindsight, I go Haaland, Isak, Havertz, Solanke, Watkins.
You put him...
Was that not the same? Is that not the same he had before?
No, he's moved Havertz up instead of moving Watkins.
Which I think, if you're going to go off that logic, that's completely fair enough.
I don't think Kai Havertz is the 3rd best number 9 in the Premier League.
Currently.
Have you just said that?
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Currently, I don't think that's not that wrong. He literally is one of the most informed strikers in world football right now.
The 3rd best.
What, because he fucking chipped?
He's playing in like one of the best teams in the league.
I know, but that's the same as Ollie Watkins, for example.
I know. But Watkins has been playing. He has started quite poor, which I have to take into consideration.
You can't base...
Which is everything.
You put Havertz in that Villa side, you'll struggle to get over 5 goals, man. He's playing in an Arsenal team that dominates the game every game, and then you're holding them to the same standard.
Like Haaland, then.
Yes, you have to take that into consideration. Haaland's playing in a team that is going to create immense amount of opportunity.
Haaland would score fucking more goals than Watkins for Aston Villa.
Yes, that's why Haaland's above Watkins.
But you've just... What?
But I'm saying Watkins...
So he just went against his...
Yes, no,
he hasn't,
no.
Theo.
What?
I'm saying Haaland would score more goals than Watkins at Villa, so therefore Haaland is above Watkins.
Yeah.
Would Havertz score more goals at Villa than Watkins?
It's not black or white, Lewis. It's not just one thing. I'm taking a culmination of many things.
Theo, you keep moving. Pardon, you keep moving the goalposts.
This is more current form than anything else.
But
You've got to be pulled up for that, mate, and I've got to do it.
I clearly have the best list.
You do not.
The goalpost got moved again.
You don't.
Don't get me started on your fucking list. You ain't saying shit to me.
Oh, back to Julian Alvarez. Yeah, fantastic.
Julian Alvarez is almost...
Jesus, man. Come on.
Jesus is in the equation. I can't believe that you're putting like Nicholas Jackson in the list ahead of Jesus.
I think,
right now, he is a better striker.
Just because Jesus isn't playing, because Havertz is playing ahead of him. That's the only reason.
As an out number 9, I think
the fact that you take Jackson over Jesus is mental.
I don't think it's that mental.
I don't think that's mental.
It is.
I don't think that's
Jesus gets slept on massively.
You live on FIFA, mate. I don't think that's mental.
He played up front for City when they got 100 points.
When I think of those players, they're like...
They got their goals coming from all sorts of different positions. It wasn't Gabriel Jesus scoring all these goals. It was coming from the team creating goals and winning games.
Like,
and he was scoring a lot.
Who's better number 9 right now, like Jota or Jesus?
Well, it's just not the argument at all.
Well, where have you put him in your list? Where's Jota in your list?
You know that I forgot that he wasn't a forward.
I've got some ball knowledge.
Do you have a list?
Yeah, I got a good one. Somehow came out with the best one here.
There's every chance you might have done, to be honest. Yeah. Other than mine, but yeah.
10th, Awoniyi.
No.
And it's
Awoniyi,
no.
Powerhouse striker. He's fantastic, man. I love Awoniyi.
He's great, mate, but what are you basing it off?
I think there's a really poor pool of strikers in the league, and he gets into the top 10 quite comfortably there.
Like, our lists are quite good.
Yeah, is Chris Wood better than Awoniyi, yes or no?
No.
Yes, he is.
I disagree.
No,
for what he offers at Forest, I think
you're wrong.
Wood's
better. Let's see who's not in your list. Come on, carry on.
Van Ilsen, 9th.
You are fucking off your... The Bro's had 15 minutes of football in the Premier League.
Who is that?
He's in Bournemouth
striker, 40 mil.
He's a player who comes with experience of goals.
You watch him a lot in Portugal, do you?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Who did he play for?
He terrorised us.
Who did he play for?
He terrorised us when he came to Newcastle. He's got pace. He's strong. He's hungry.
You were shit though. You were shit. That you can't can't put emphasis on somebody being good just because it's against
football.
Newcastle.
How can you come at me and then do that?
Because that is not as bad as putting Watkins as the 5th best striker and putting Anvil. Who do you have 9th?
Mateta, who's better?
He's not. Mateta's going through a little Almiron phase. I'd take Van Ilsen over Mateta.
That's crazy.
Mateta's a better footballer than...
You've got a player who's came in with big pedigree and
better than Van Ilsen.
Players from that league and from that team normally transfer very well into the Premier League.
You have no idea about him. You have no idea. You've never seen a guy play football in your life apart from that game.
You play against us?
That's your first time.
I did my research. I'm a big fan of Portugal football. Thank you very much.
I feel so sorry for whichever office is next door to this, you know.
He has pedigree.
They keep leaving.
8th, Callum Wilson. No question. Let's just touch on that Haaland thing.
How do you think you've got...
when it comes to goals per 90 minutes, he's in like the top 5 in the strikers in the league.
But also he is playing for Newcastle, or was last season. They were very good at attacking.
We were shit last season,
Lewis. All you say is that. What? The only thing you say is that. Goals
So one of the most relevant one of the most relevant stats for a striker, goals they score per minute played on the pitch. Yeah, I do cite that because it's fucking relevant.
It's a good point.
XG per 90.
It's a good point, but how many times does he actually play?
He played 20 games last season, 9 goals. The season before
No, how many has he played this year then? Out of interest.
Well, he's injured. 31 games the season before, 18 goals.
So currently you'd have him as the 8th best striker in the league when he can't play football.
Look, he played 20 games last season, 9 goals. The season before, 31 games, 18 goals. And when he plays this season, when he comes back in September, he'll be scoring goals again.
It's not
crazy. And that's what we're rating. A striker's job is to score goals.
He's not going to start.
But
he will play.
But surely you have to base some of this list on the fact that current actually implies right now in football.
Yeah, and that's what I do when I go up in the list.
His availability levels are some of the worst out of every number 9 in the Premier League.
And what he gives you is, despite his lack of availability,
you don't get the output. It's like Reece James. We have this argument with Reece James every time. The best ability is availability, mate.
He's returned 9 goals right there.
Yeah.
9 goals right there. There's not many strikers in the league who are actually returning 9 goals in the Premier League.
What?
Who actually, in that amount of games, would never get 9 goals. Playing in the Newcastle team last season, they were really poor. It's not crazy to put him 8th. Who do you have 8th?
Nicholas Jackson.
I had Nicholas Jackson.
Alvarez.
I had Nicholas Jackson.
The fact that even though it's about 2 inches away from your face, the fact you have a camera on you when it comes to opinions is crazy.
Well, mate, I said this last season and it aged absolutely beautifully. Callum Wilson gets disrespect because it's Callum Wilson and he came from plucky little...
We know he's a good striker.
It's the same as Theo Baker. He gets disrespected because he's injured all the time. And it's for good reason.
True. That's so true.
Appreciate that.
So, carrying on up the list, 7th I have Jackson. Nice hot form this season, and they're looking like they're going to score a lot of goals.
So
Chelsea.
The point that we were talking about Callum Wilson is just the exact opposite logic for Nicholas Jackson.
Nicholas
Jackson playing really well right now, so I'm putting him higher.
Yeah, so I value performances right now higher than performances of last season. But I also have to take into account that Wilson hasn't had the opportunity to play this season and he will score. But I'm taking into account that Jackson's doing really good now.
That's a good point then. How many performances Evan Nilsson had in this Premier League season?
He's going to do great with Bournemouth.
So you're predicting then? You're predicting. You're not actually. There's no evidence there. You have no evidence.
He comes with pedigree.
You have never watched a guy play
came with pedigree as well, mate. And then he went straight
back.
Where's
Fulkrug in your list?
Fulkrug has sadly not made my list. But I did think he was going to be great this season.
in the chat for Fulkrug, guys.
Damn, man. I thought he was going to fucking cook this year. 6th, I've got Havertz. 5th, I've got Jota. 4th, Solanke. 3rd, Watkins. 2nd, Haaland. 1st, Isak.
Let me just move on.
It was all going well.
Why'd you do this to yourself,
Lewis,
mate?
by the way, that top 6 from Havertz upwards, right, was perfect, barring Haaland and Isak.
Yeah, that was actually good. But we know that that's not real, so...
Why'd you do that? Why'd you ruin everything?
Pedro... No,
as a striker, as a striker and as a player,
no, he's not a better striker than the best striker in the world.
If you put Isak
he's not a better striker than the best striker in the world.
If you put Isak into that team, he'd score just as many goals as Haaland.
Would he score the goals he scored?
And do you know what? More than that, he'll actually create and assist way more than Haaland.
But Haaland doesn't need to do that. Haaland is
Isak, and that's why Isak is more creative. He's a better footballer, and he is a fantastic finisher. He just does
he wouldn't score
no
the hat-trick Haaland scored against West Ham.
He has no service, mate.
I'm going on my phone and I'm scrolling Twitter because I don't want to read it.
But he wouldn't score the hat trick that Haaland scored against West Ham.
No, what do you mean? In what way?
It wouldn't happen.
What sort of argument is that? He wouldn't do it. Why wouldn't he do it? Isak is a fantastic finisher. He just has no service, mate, at Newcastle. He has zero service. This season, he's had absolutely fuck all.
Come on, Lewis. Haaland's a better striker than Isak.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You can't, mate.
You can't deny.
Look, I can listen to.
Haaland's the best striker in the world.
I can listen to an argument on.
He's the best striker, undisputed in the world.
I can listen to an argument on both sides, but I think you put Isak in that team, he offers the team more, and he scores just as many goals, and he'll also create more goals.
Still fucking talking.
Again, that's so hypothetical. You have no proof of that. But you're comparing
a player who's playing in Pep Guardiola's City team, who's going to win the title for the 5th season in a row, to Newcastle, who are off the back of a shit season and playing shit football, zero service.
Let's go back in time a little bit, yeah? How did they both do at Dortmund? They were both at the same club.
Mm-hmm. Haaland was much better at Dortmund, yeah.
Yeah, because he's just a better fucking
striker. But
striker,
this is silly.
mate.
Like, acting like a player can't develop in the seasons. We're going to just, we can't decide now. So how will they when they were 16-year-old?
The craziest thing is Haaland's got even better since then.
Yeah, and so is he.
So you're taking the best goal-scoring stats of this generation and making them even better. And then you're saying, well, Isak has the potential to be better. That doesn't make him better.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying put Isak in that opportunity. He'd score.
Yes, so that's hypothetical. That is totally hypothetical.
But also, Lewis, there's a reason.
But you have to take into account the service that a striker is getting.
There's a reason Erling Haaland cost what he cost, and he played for Man City, and
got bought by that club
itself.
He cost what he cost. Came on a free.
What?
Came on a free.
But how much are you getting paid a week?
Yeah. He's at City. He's a very sought after striker.
If you had to buy Erling Haaland right now, you have to pay like 300 million quid.
He's a massively sought after striker. It's not crazy to say that Isak would score as many goals as Haaland.
But that's not what
This is a really poor attempt at getting a rattle.
It's not
even in the realms of possibility. It's just stupid.
You thought Alvarez is still playing for City, so you can't start getting excited here.
That's more understandable than this.
You put Isak in that City team, he easily has the ability to score the same amount of goals. It is because it comes down to service. If we're going to compare the goal scoring records, it comes down to service.
If you actually believe that Isak would have gone to Man City before Haaland did.
Not necessarily.
That's how scouting works. You know, people buy players. They want those players at the club.
I think
Pep Guardiola asked for Erling Haaland because he knew he was the best striker in the world.
Haaland, by far, was far more sought after than Isak, and Isak came with a 60 million quid price tag.
So what you're implying is you don't think Pep Guardiola knows anything about football?
No, I'm saying Isak has actually surprised everyone with how we knew he's good.
Only because people have such shit standards of Newcastle. That's the only reason.
Lewis, you're being a silly goose now.
I don't think
don't be a silly goose.
He hasn't been that good. He really hasn't, mate.
You're talking about this whole service thing, right?
He
is Thierry Henry reincarnated.
He's got a bit of flair about him, yeah? But Haaland scores back-to-back hat-tricks and people go, all right, fair enough, he's done it again. That's so normal. He's normalised the fact that he scores back-to-back hat-tricks in the hardest league in the world, and you still think a guy that gets 1%
he's got the best goals per night.
1% of me would love
the ones we've ever seen in the history of the Premier League.
1% of me would love for Isak to sign for City just to shut you cunts up.
But look,
so you can see
how never getting ahead.
That's nice. Oh, I'd love to see Theo Baker sign for Man City just to shut you up. That's not going to happen either, though, is it?
He'd never get in the first team ahead of Erling Haaland.
Yeah, or Julian Alvarez for the record.
Erling Haaland's movement is insane.
Yeah, agreed. He's a freak.
You know, you talk about your argument. Your argument is Isak will get the balls played in from.
Yeah, you're
Man
saying
City.
he's the Thierry Henry.
But at
Haaland is
Salzburg,
better than Thierry Henry at being a striker. It's not even.
Who's got a better service, do you reckon? Salzburg or
mate.
Newcastle to their striker?
Well.
Huh? Salzburg, his first big season, 28 goals in 22 games. Let's go to Dortmund, 16 and 18, 41 and 41, 29 and 30. Then he goes to City, 52 goals, 53 games, 38 goals, 45 games. This season, 7 goals, 4 games.
I know, mate. I know. You're a cool guy and everything, but I know you do this as a rattle. But there's some people that genuinely watch this.
He brought the stats up first, so I'll just respond with
no, because there's people that watch this and they get really annoyed by what you say.
This discredits the rest of what we've talked about. His opinion is so bad.
Let's look at Isak's stat for Dortmund. 1 goal, 12 games.
1 second.
5 goals, 11 games. Then he goes to Wilhelm. Good 14 and 18. Then Sociedad, 16 and 45, 17 and 44, 10 and 41. That's like a good goal scoring record for any striker,
solid,
right?
But
any striker, it's a good goal scoring record. But Haaland is a freak. He is so clear of every striker in the world, it's ridiculous. This guy is going to get more hat-tricks than any other player in the Premier League in like 300 less games.
He's on more than a goal a game in the Prem.
Yeah. You know
he's on more than a goal a game in the Prem.
Goals per minute played last season, Isak was better.
So
you'll all rattle out stats from Strasbourg and Dortmund. I bring up a relevant stat from last season when he's playing in a worse team.
Man,
and has more goals per minute. But then also it's like,
we
can't name stats.
I've got things to do today.
I can use stats.
Okay, how many goals has Isak got this year then? Let's name stats. Let's do stats then.
He's got 1 goal.
Yeah, how many goals has Haaland got this year?
He's got quite a lot.
Yeah, okay. Right.
7.
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
7.
Yeah. He scored 3 times in the last game and then 3 times in the game before that.
The guy's played 3 games, he got 7 goals.
Would you say that they're playing in similar quality teams?
But but also the reason why people buy the best players is to remain at the top.
That's why Solanke got a move to Spurs because he scored 19 goals at Bournemouth.
That's why Isak's linked to Arsenal. That's why top teams want Isak.
Yeah, but we're not denying that.
Yeah, we know he's a good footballer. We put him second best striker in the Premier League. But you're arguing that he's better than the best striker in the world, which we disagree with fairly.
I think he is.
Right.
Hey, guys.
Also,
sometimes
Callum
you have to
Wilson
agree to
in
degree.
your top 10 list is just...
It's not. Come on, mate. Let's not be silly goose. You need to get off your high horse. You had Watkins 5th. That's not as bad as me saying Isak over Haaland.
Yeah,
I don't care what
I think they're both equally horrible.
Lewis, I've sided with you with a couple of things today, and this is how you're repaying me. It's really...
Isak, honestly, I'm caught in the crossfire of fucking Julian Alvarez, Watkins 5th, and
it makes
Isak
you fall in love with football, man.
But I've admitted that maybe I could have got that one wrong.
You fucking didn't even move it. You moved Havertz higher. You went, right, sorry guys, I changed my list and then went, Havertz moves up 1.